Good evening, good afternoon, good morning. It's been a while since I've done any videos, so I thought I'd upload one, if you'll pardon the expression, and give you a heads up as to what I'm busy with at the moment. I'm not playing so much of late. I'm waiting to have hand surgery soon. I've got terrible problems with the old tendons, so they're going to be straightened out for me soon. So I'm taking the time to do some tech work on some of the gear I've got. Yeah, so this video is about the back check mod, which I've just finished installing. It all came about when I got all of my Wurlitzer piano and just could not believe the difference in quality between the action of a Wurlitzer electric piano and a Rhodes. The action on a Wurlitzer, certainly on this one, is just it's fantastic. There's no bounce, there's no hammer bounce. Really does. On the Rhodes, when you get hammer bounce, you can see the back ends of the keys flickering. As you can see, it really is a great action on the Whirly. So I installed my back check the last few weeks, and with the patience of a saint, they've attempted to set this up. So I just wanted to give you guys a little bit of amateur knowledge. I know there's the Vintage 5 videos show you what to do, but I just wanted to give you a little bit of a heads up on how I found it as a journeyman to install this stuff. The back check mods, the back check, the aluminium brackets that are the back checks originally designed for the earlier Mark 1s with different hammers. So you've got to, if you've got a later Mark 1 with the plastic hammers, you've got this back end, you've got to pull back to get the height, and there's also the front portion that the felt sits on. That's got to be pulled out slightly as well, and you're just looking to get the angle to match the actual hammer angle as it comes down. Aesthetically, it's not the greatest install. I know Vintage 5 have got a ruler and stuff and drawn a straight line. I don't think it matters too much really, apart from aesthetics really. You're looking, like I said, just to get the maximum contact between the pad and the back of the hammer. So, like I say, you do need to lift it up, and you do need to push it forwards, and there you go. You'll have that contact. After that, it really is a very tedious and painstaking job of just getting enough friction on the pad to stop the hammer bounce, but at the same time not overdoing it to a point where it doesn't actually return back to its rest position, its natural rest position. What I was finding was, excuse me, once it's set up and you're playing, normal, a decent velocity, as you can see, it's stopping good. There's not much, if any, bounce on that now. But what I was finding is when you were playing lightly, or a pianissimo, I guess you would call that, because the velocity was less, it wasn't throwing the hammer back down enough to actually beat the friction that was being imposed by the pad. So if you're setting it up and you're playing it like that, oh great, you know, that's you know, returning nicely. You try playing it delicately, and often you'll get that kind of it's not actually getting back to its proper position, so you'll lose, as well as it not returning to its natural position. Obviously the felt at the top is not making proper contact with the tine, so it really does involve minute adjustments to a point of exhaustion, really, just to get that light action but having it return back. I'm supposed to have done this, but yeah, that's yeah. So just make sure when you put them in, you play at different velocity levels. The harder you hit them, the more forgiving the friction. If you've applied too much to it, the throw of the hammer will bring it back. But do check that you play it lightly, just to make sure you haven't imparted too much friction back of the hammer to the pad. The good thing about the back check is that if you don't like it, and I've yet to obviously play it enough to really gain a judgment yet, it just you don't have to remove the back checks. If ever you wanted to sell it on, you could leave them on in case somebody else wanted to put them back on, but you just need to pull them back off the hammers and it will return to its original bouncy self. So yeah, so that's pretty much it so far. Have fun. Bye.